So, mindfulness is a big word. A lot of people are using it. It's in the media right now. But from my perspective, there's a lot of people that use the term mindfulness and they mean 100 different things. And then there is people that might not even mention the word mindfulness, but like they're all talking about the same thing. So to define what I'm talking about, whether I say mindset or mindfulness or my company, mind size, which kind of is just a play of words, is a certain set of skills that everybody has and everybody can train. So those skills I call concentration, clarity, and coolness. So I refer to them as the 3 C's. And concentration I define as your ability to pay attention to whatever you want for any length of time. So whether you're able to pay attention to watching my hand now for 10 seconds until you get distracted or you move your attention somewhere, or whether you can listen to my voice for 20 minutes without a single interruption, or whether you can move your attention around for a second listening to my voice, then for a second you pay attention to your breath, then for a second you pay attention to the response in your mind to what I've been saying, and you move your attention around. That all falls under the category of concentration as we define it. So your ability to direct and keep your attention on a sense experience would be concentration. The second skill would be clarity, what people describe as awareness, presence, being in the moment, and so forth. So that we describe as your ability to track what you are experiencing, what you are paying attention to in real time. So now that you direct your attention to my hand, now if you notice anything, now you're tracking in real time what it is that you are seeing. So you might be seeing that my hand is a certain size. You might be seeing that my hand is not moving, or you might be seeing that it is moving. You might be seeing the shape, size. It might be a pleasant visual experience or unpleasant. So any detail that you notice would be clarity. So clarity is your ability to track in real time what you are experiencing. And then the third skill, coolness, what people describe as equanimity, openness, allowing something, would be your ability to be equally open to pleasant and unpleasant experiences without trying to suppress anything that is unpleasant and without trying to cling to things that are pleasant. So it's like a third option in between those two, where you are trying to take a matter-of-fact stance, try to allow it, accept, but now you don't have to react to what it is that you're feeling or thinking about or what somebody else is doing. You might have sensations in the body, so that is an internal reaction, but you can act independently of how you're feeling. You can act independently of what's going through your mind. And so those are abilities you can develop. So these 3 skills with the athletes that we're working with, they are training and using those 3 skills simultaneously and intentionally. So there's a game plan, there's an infinite amount of techniques that you can practice, and everybody needs different techniques depending on what their challenges are, what they like to work on, what their sport is, and so forth. And then you teach the athlete different techniques. You teach them the basic fundamental principles of how techniques work, what a technique consists of, which is always on the one side focus range. So what is it that you need to pay attention to? Is it one thing? Is it 2 things? Is it 20 things? And then an instruction set. So what do you do when you want to pay attention to this experience? And once the athletes start to understand that intellectually, then it's not so confusing anymore. There's not so much doubt and so many question marks in your mind what you need to do. And when that is clear, then they're really often running and they can practice the techniques in any given moment for any length of time, short periods of time, 30-second, 60-second, 2-minute micro hits, so to speak, we call them, or you can do formal practice, 10-minute, 20-minute sessions during training or in isolation, whatever, is best for you. Um, but all tailored to the specific situations that you are exposed to your sport. So it's not something that over time hopefully will kind of have a beneficial overlapping effect on your performance, but we're actually training the skills specific to the situation that you're in. So you learn to use your ability to pay attention to a certain sensation while you're running, because that sensation is kind of has a negative impact on your performance when you're running. You might be tightening up when you're running. And now you need to notice that. You need to learn to be cool with that. You need to learn to redirect your attention to what you need to do in order to run as fast as you can again.